Today, I'd like to start a discussion on a subject that at the surface doesn't seem to be so much of a big deal, but the more I dug into it, the more I found, and it was very disturbing. November 16th is the Great American Smokeout. It is the day that lots of people pinpoint as the date that they're going to stop smoking. And I don't know about you, but if you've ever smoked before, you understand that it is very difficult to stop smoking. It is a habit that people can't seem to put down in spite of knowing that it could ultimately end in their demise. And so I'll be sharing some information with you probably each Thursday this month. That's how much there is about it and how strongly I feel about the necessity of our people being educated and informed about something that does not seem to be such a big deal, but is a serious killer of Black people. And so, what I'm reading today is from the American Lung Association, and they are joining a 20 plus year effort of leading Black organizations, including the Center for Black Health and Equity and the African American Tobacco Control Leadership Council, to educate and build confidence among public health professionals and community based individuals addressing tobacco disparities in the Black community. This information is being provided as another stepping stone in the work to dismantle racial injustices and health inequalities faced by the Black community concerning tobacco use. The following resources are by no means an end all answer, but rather a jump start to information and initiatives that individuals or organizations can incorporate into their tobacco work to better serve Black communities. Very simply put, health equity is ensuring that everyone can live their best life. We're aiming to ensure that. Just like the people who have the privilege to make sure that they're living their best life, the people who don't have those resources can have the same ability. That was written by Lauren Powell, MPA, PhD, President and CEO of the Equalist, LLC. So, addressing tobacco use in Black communities is important because 73% of Black individuals who smoke want to quit, yet are typically less successful than other populations in their quit attempts, possibly in part due to a lack of access to culturally competent smoking cessation treatment and resources. Tobacco use is the leading cause of death and preventable disease in our country, but the pain and destruction it has inflicted is not equal among populations. Although smoking rates are similar for Black Americans, 13.3%, and white Americans, 15.4%, Black individuals smoke significantly fewer cigarettes per day than their white counterparts, 98.2% and 13.1% respectively. Despite this lower smoking intensity, Black people are more likely than white people to suffer from smoking related diseases, including lung cancer, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, and heart disease. In fact, tobacco use is a major contributor to the three leading causes of death among Black Americans: heart disease, cancer, and stroke, and causes 45,000 deaths of Black Americans every year. These outcomes are not inherently related to race, but instead are the outcome of targeted marketing, societal inequities, and systemic racism. It is important to understand that health disparities are the result of many factors, including access to care, genetics, poor quality of care, access to healthy foods, poverty, violence, environment, language barriers, and health barriers. Social, economic, and environmental conditions all play a role in social determinants of health. For many decades, the tobacco industry has aggressively and relentlessly targeted Black Americans and other marginalized populations, and particularly pushed menthol cigarettes upon Black communities. The tobacco industry flooded Black communities with advertising in their neighborhoods, special price promotions, advertisements in Black publications, and have financially supported historically Black colleges and universities and other community based events. For decades, Big Tobacco has sold the lies that to be Black and smoke is beautiful, and that the tobacco industry supports Black communities. These lies have evolved into huge health disparity concerning tobacco use among many black communities. And I'm going to stop right there for today because, like I said, there is so much. And I've got 4 more Thursdays in the month of November. But if you have any questions regarding this or any of the information that I've ever shared with you, feel free to call me, Dawn Daly-Mack RN, at 252 410 1717. If you're a smoker, seriously consider stopping and reach out for help if you need it. But most of all, I want you to always remember that black health matters.